Raspinko. Before that it was Ibamar, and before that it was Kabaka Pyramid. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war on next Thursday. It's a life, man. Everybody have to just give thanks for life, you know, more than ever before. Trust me. Today you are here and the little money left you not here. I don't know. It's where I go on in Jamaica, boy. I feel like I'm living in a blood-stained country. Instead of the land of wood and water, the land of wood and blood all over. Third World, they are for years now. Third World, that group. Long time them they old. Now them have a new lead singer, A.J. Brown. You know, it's a Third World big hit. It was a tune where they make a cover of Abyssinian tune. Well, you know, so them go back to the studio now, courtesy of Damian Marley, and produce another cover version of Abyssinian tune. Brand new, Third World. Here goes. New Third World. Time Fab. Free anywhere, anytime. And free anywhere, any minutes. Okay. So, we want to play this song here, you know. This song here is done by Max Romeo daughter, Zano. I mean say Zano, Zana. Okay, Zana, brand new. Trust me, sweet. You know, she have an next tune and believe you, she have to go send me it again, you know. She have to go send me the next tune again. Yes, Rasta, them are going like Rasta this and Rasta that. But yeah, we need to send back that tune to come give me. Yes. This is Razor, the art of war. You know, say 5 years ago, a hurricane, well, it's an earthquake lick 80 and kill approximately 300,000 people. Well, you know, people always have things to say about 80. You know, I mean, yeah, boat will leave 80 and come at Jamaica. Them say the gun for drugs thing come through 80. All of them things there. Now, I don't know much people to see this article, but you know, say every time I left here, I keep saying it, you know, every time I left here on a Thursday, something happened on a Thursday evening or Friday when I really want to say I'm going to have to wait till the next Thursday to deal with it. But you know, there's an article that come in at the paper last week. Or last week when you know, make I say when it come in at the paper. Alright. The 26th, a Friday, you know, that means when me left at Thursday, the next day it coming on the paper. The article, I'm going to read part of this article because it's very interesting. Not that we are carried on 80, you know. We're not carried on 80 because, you know, them tell you say 80 are the poorest country in this part of the world, that's all. And 80 people do voodoo and them something there. I want the people them know, say, you know, the majority of people in 80 are Roman Catholic, you know. Voodoo is just a thing where it's a traditional thing. Just like how you have Obia. You know, say true people in Jamaica, the Obia means boy, Jamaican people believe in Obia. I say, no, I know, so it work, you know. Them love paint, cross, everything on a level. Jamaican people stay that way there. You understand? The people them in 80 practice voodoo. We don't know if we can say the people them in Jamaica are murder one another. And the people in Jamaica murder one another, but not all the people in Jamaica murder one another. So we can't just cross paint the brush them really. Anyway, listen to this article now. And this is very distressing. It's very distressing. It's distressing because of how we perceive 80. And it's distressing because how we look on Jamaica in relationship to 80. Given that them always take boat to come yourself for better life. The article says, even though its per capita income is higher, Jamaica rank lower than 80 when it comes to its perception of its financial well-being. Full stop. Even though its per capita income is higher, that means that people get more money for them pay in Jamaica. Jamaica rank lower than 80 when it comes to its perception of its financial well-being. According to the latest State of Global Well-Being report released earlier this week, one of a list of 145 countries, Jamaica got a position of 115 on the well-being index for its financial well-being compared to 80, 109. That means the perception where people have in a 80 about them financial well-being is much higher than Jamaica. The report published by Gallup Healthways said, as a result, Jamaica's financial well-being was the lowest in the Caribbean region. I want everyone to hear that. Jamaica financial well-being. That's why I'm hearing people that talk on radio, that talk on TV about this and that, you know. It hurt me. It hurt me because it come like say them totally disconnected from the people them. Here the report said, as a result, Jamaica's financial well-being was the lowest in the Caribbean region. The rating put Jamaica into the bottom category of suffering rather than the highest of thriving and below struggling. Okay, I read that again for the Jamaican people. As a result, Jamaica's financial well-being was the lowest in the Caribbean region. The rating put Jamaica into the bottom category of suffering rather than the highest of thriving and below struggling. Jamaica ranked between Ethiopia at 114 and the Equatorial African country of Gabon at 116. Jamaica also ranked worse than Greece, a country in deep financial crisis. Hear that? Remember it. Remember, say Greece right now, I struggle to find out if they're going to stay in the EU or not. Or they're going to change them currency from euro or make them own currency because of this IMF thing where them can't pay back. They might try to see if they're going to default on the loan where them borrow from the IMF. This is as we speak at this moment in time. So we're going to come back to this article, you know, because I don't know, nobody has talked about this article. I don't know, maybe they might talk about it and I never hear, but I feel it's a very important thing.
ABC Electrical Sales, total source for building materials. Delta, Eagle, Cutler, Hammer, Westinghouse, steel, cement, and much more. Plus free delivery island-wide. 754-371-425.
The time by ABC Electrical is?
Yeah, the time is 2:30. The perception of Jamaica in terms of all the people, the well-being, financial well-being, and all Jamaica below 80. And even though we're not carried on 80, but 80, one would expect that it's not a country we would be, when it comes on to well-being, would be associated with in terms of international perception. Anyway, the article continued to say that the report said people who are suffering financially, quote, have little or no savings and are more than twice as likely as those who are thriving to say they do not have anyone they can count on for help. They are 4 times as likely to say there were times in the past 12 months when they did not have enough money for food, and 3 times as likely to say the same about shelter. They are far more likely than their counterparts who are struggling or thriving to experience stress on a daily basis, and are 23% more likely to distrust the honesty of local elections in their country. They are also 44% more likely to want to move permanently to another country to live. All of this is representative of Jamaica. All what them say is so. Because what them say, 40% of the youth them want to migrate because them feel no opportunity not there. This report confirm it. The report provides an overview of global citizens' well-being calculated from some 146,000 surveys across the globe. The report considers 5 areas purpose likely what you do, such each day, and being motivated to achieve your goals. Socially, having supportive relationships and love in your life, financial managing your economic life to reduce stress and increase security. Community, liking where you live, feeling safe and having pride in your community. And physical, yes, having good health and enough energy to get things done daily. Jamaica's highest ranking was 30 for its special well-being, for its social well-being, that ranked in with countries such as Honduras and Serbia. Jamaica also scored relatively well for its sense of purpose, with a rank of 48 and 58 for the sense of physical well-being. But the country's sense of community was at position 82. Jamaica overall position was below the halfway mark, with a rank of 76 between Hungary and Nepal, other than 80, which had an overall ranking of 137, placing it in the bottom 10. Jamaica had the lowest rank in the Caribbean region. And the article go on. And the article go on and on and on and on. But we can see what is happening here. And I don't know if the politicians them take those reports serious. Because we have another report here too. And this is by the police. This is about the police force where the American government just issue out there. But taking into consideration our perception of Haiti, one would never believe, say, the financial perception of Jamaican people is lower than the Asian perception of financial security. We so start to take boat to go to Haiti. Did you know that Jamaicans used to leave Jamaica to go to Haiti? Because Haiti was a free place, freeing the slave them, so the slave them used to run go to Haiti. Well, it reversed in these times where the Asian them are run. And how Jamaican treat Asians is like, may I tell you, but what? Watch it, you know. Watch it. Maybe, just maybe, you might see Jamaican people want to take boat to go to Haiti again for better life. Imagine that. So always you see the politicians them are going with and a boost up this and a boost up that, but things are get better because them are pass IMF test and them can't pay the work at them and all them something there. It don't have nothing to do with the man on the road. The man on the road don't see what them are say. And them have to know that. Them are living in some little bubble. The man on the road. When you see them on TV, that's why we don't interview politicians, you know, because anytime you interview a politician, it's hard for you to believe him. The way he put the thing, you know. It's hard for you to believe him. Because if you interview a PNP, say me interview a man from PNP as now, you think it's hard for you to believe him, I say. But guess what? The next GLP man come on the program, it's hard for you to believe him neither. So the PNP and the GLP, you find it very hard to believe them, I don't believe them. But what? When you look on the ground, when you look on what is taking place in Jamaican society, the people them in fear too, you know. The people them in fear. We're living in a scary movie. At any time, we might see scary movie 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 that take part in our life or so. The guy with the little white mask. Just jump out of you. Believe you me. Because some of the boss them look like scary movie people, them, you know. No, may I tell you, man, it's terrible. It's really, really terrible. When we say we rank lower than 80 in a perception of financial, or we feel about financial things. Yeah. So what we're going to do about it? What we're going to do about it? Because apparently the politicians feel them doing a wonderful work. Mr. Bunting, you know, him still await upon the divine intervention. I mean, I don't, is a naive. We have a naive minister. Very naive. Because I repeat it more than once, you know. Last year, this time is when he did say it. Almost a year now, the Minister of National Security say, it's only a divine intervention can help you. Well, apparently, this divine entity is not listening, because since him said that, and him say him put certain things in place, and the crime rate, it got down 16%. Up to the police, them a ball now, so them can't understand where going on in Jamaica. Police a ball, I said, them can't understand it. Them shift a man from down west there and carry him go to Montego Bay. And from him go down there, the crime rate gone a 100 add to them make it work. A 103 people get murdered since the year start in a St. James alone. The people them Hanover said them never see so much murder in Hanover yet. Not to mention the other parish them. So where the things that them put in place, where them did a boast about him put this in place and that in place, where is it? And the people them is living in fear. There's nothing that is stemming the violence in Jamaica. The police them now is wondering what the hell is happening. How the thing gets so. Where is the minister? What else can he do? Nothing, because I'm waiting on divine intervention. I have news for him. There will be no divine intervention coming from no supernatural being. All divine interventions come from the workings of human being. So man have to look to man to solve him problem, not to some supernatural, unknown character that him inventing, I'm thinking and in our mind, and leave the work to that thinking rather than do for himself. Okay, so we're on the brink of the news just now. We're going to play back Zana little. Yes. Anywhere minutes. That's Lime Fab. Free anywhere minutes. So we just read this article about Jamaica standing in command and to financial well-being, and we just listen to the Greek. It's ironical. I don't know if a whole heap of people understand how the thing set up, because for those of you who don't know, Greece was once like America, world power, policeman all over the world. Greece. If you study history, you realize that Greece was in Egypt one time, in Iraq, Iran, right across the so-called Middle East. There was a man named Alexander, them call him Alexander, we call him Alexander the Greek, who went into Alexandria and take out the book them and burn them and carry back to Greece. And we must remember that most of the New Testament Bible was first written in Greek. And a lot of the influences that we have now as our perception of what we deem as religion in the Western world here, we got it from Greece, because Greece was once a world power. So even the language and certain philosophical ideas that we have come from Greece. Now look at Greece today. Look at Greece today. How are the mighty fallen? Then, after Greece it was Rome. Yes, Rome was once a superpower, just like how you say America is. Rome was once a superpower. There's a book named The Fall of the Roman Empire. They have it for audio book too. It's a good book for really take a stock of. The Fall of the Roman Empire. And you realize it might not look like the same thing to you, but the same place where America there right now is which part Greece used today, is which part Rome used today. Who is mindful of Rome today? Nobody's mindful of Rome. The only power where Rome have now is a little city, is a little country in Rome. A country within a country in Rome named the Vatican City. That is not governed by the Roman government, but it is governed by the Pope. And the Pope have more power inner Vatican City and outside of Vatican City that most head of state have in the whole of Europe. But who could have thought that Rome would fall? And them said Nero fiddle while Rome burn. Did you know that Nero was recognized as the mark of the beast 666? Yes. So there's no 666 mark of beast coming in history now. But when we look at Greece today, and Greece then, and the glory and the opulence of Greece, and how Greece language influence our perception of what is what, like even the name Ethiopia is Greek. Jesus Christos, where people prefer to say Jesus Christos because, especially certain ones, because it is used in Ethiopia, the word Jesus Christos. But Jesus Christos is not African. Jesus Christos is not Ethiopian. Jesus Christos, the word Jesus Christos is Greek. It's Greek. Who is mindful of Greek today? Other than now, Greek is in a serious dilemma because the news them need $50 billion to bail them out of certain things. Well, look at America today. We really believe, say, America not going to reach the same fate as all of their predecessors before them. Like Greece. The empire of Greece stretched clear into Ethiopia, clear into Iran. The empire of Greece. There was a time when the so-called Palestine and these places were Greek colonies and then become Roman colonies. The emperor was the emperor of Palestine, emperor of so-called Israel. And look at these places, look at these countries today. We have to take sleep and mark that. We have to take sleep and mark that and don't go like say things stay how it always be. Because sometimes you go far in your family. The brother say, somebody going to look for that truth there. Yeah, the brother say, if you think say, you can't go far and go spend by your family all the while. Watch it. I went there, Brimstone. Yeah, Brimstone, the brother there. I can't say if I can't find that. Yeah. All right.
Foreign it no easy.
Foreign it no easy. Brimstone. Yes, Brimstone. May I tell you, Brimstone, I find it hard with the family of foreign. Serve you right. You go sponge on the people them. Where you got fired for if you don't have no specific for go do. More than if you catch them yard and go like say I look work. And I eat out them things out of them fridge and all them something. They believe you me. Cock up in them bed 12 o'clock a day. It's a gateway to heaven. Sometimes it's better to suffer in your own country than go to the next man's country and suffer. I want to hear me say. Me say, sometimes it is better to suffer in your own country than go to the next man's country and suffer. Because in a Jamaica, you can't get any price kind of living. Yes, if you have a $1,000, you can get a $1,000 way of life. If you have $10,000, you can get a $10,000 way of life. If you have $100,000, you get a $100,000 way of life. If you have $1 million, you get a $1 million way of life. Sometimes the $1 million to one man, him feels him should have more. And yet the man with the $1,000 feels him should have more, And sometimes the man with the $1,000 more happier than the man with the $1 million. Because sometimes the $1 million where him have is $2 million him owe and it's only $1 million him have. Sometimes the man have $1,000 and him really want more and him not recognize where him have can really deal with where him supposed to deal with. Because him not really owe nobody no money. All him have to do is go down a market, go buy some food with the $1,000. So, we are saying, watch what you do when you talk about you catch a people yard and go up foreign or you go catch a people yard. Your own family take liberty. Oh, tell me something by the way. How much time they gave you here? I say 6 months, them give you 6 months? You can't stay over 6 months, because they will take away your visa the next time you come back. So tell me something, where you going to stay? Oh, you mean where am I going to stay? No, you will come to. Oh, you was going to stay here the 6 months? Sir, may I tell you, penny wheel. May I tell you now, the big news for the week. The big news for the week is that the dream of Obama. Well, you know, some never used to dream about it, you know, because one time he was against it. But now, I don't know how children them, I don't know, when them talk to him children them, I wonder what them say about this thing. Because he has lobbied for the same-sex marriage so much that he will be remembered as the black president who legitimized same-sex union in America in the 50 states. And we say the J flag here, so they're going to celebrate it on the 1st. No, I tell you the Rasta. You know, say the 1st August is what? Emancipation Day. The J flag, them say they must celebrate it the 1st of August and the 6th of Independence Day for sure how independent and emancipated they are because of this ruling by the Supreme Court in America to legitimize same union. I mean, all the things them that law give to a male and a female marriage is now extended to a male and a male or a female and a female marriage. And they will also be able to adopt children as they please. And we see that we are so near to America that, trust me, you hear people are ball out and I shout out about them say they can't happen in Jamaica. And enough things with this say can't happen in Jamaica and it's happening right now, you know. Enough things with the ball out say them think they can't happen in Jamaica, you know. Oh, you say them thing, yes, all right. But we still maintain say, and a part of our way that. And a part of our way that. Trust me. And we see one of those things is what cause decadence of societies. And one of the way, if we go back to the Greek and the Romans, one of the fall of the Roman Empire and the Greek Empire is not financial like what you see Greece, you know. But it's because of the way it was going in terms of its decadency, if there is such a word as decadency. The decadence of the society caused a lot of things to go havoc because their core belief was interrupted by new thoughts and new ideas, trial and error ideas. And then we say it slowly, gradually go down. Now we say the first black president of America is the one to legitimize same-sex marriage in Africa. In Africa, and people here we talk about this many times, that the first country to legitimize homosexuality on the continent of Africa is South Africa under the watchful eyes of Nelson Mandela. So we can see how the thing work. It take a black man to come to America to tell you, say, watch a man, only for free up the marriage thing between two men and two women. Free it up. And then they're going to impose that on us. We, the farmer slaves, who them give we a book. And them give we the book, you know, and tell we say the thing can't work out, you know. Imagine them give we a book and tell we say, look here, the thing not supposed to work that way there. And now them turn back to these slaves, these uneducated slaves, and say, look here, we better work it out. So what must we think? Or we don't hear nobody a leak out against the Bible. None of these gays, we don't hear the gay people them a rise up against the Bible if you take it out of all the places where it is because it is a homophobic book. But when the artist shout, you say the artist homophobic and they must ostracize the artist, them don't make them come to the country with them this and them that homophobic language against gays. Yet still, the Bible the most homophobic book that I have ever read when it comes on to how you must treat homosexuals. These gay people is not as adamant against it, like how they are adamant against the Jamaican reggae artists or dancehall artists. What is it? What is it? Because in the so these what them would have called uneducated, backward farmer slaves got their ideas from. Most of them get the idea from that book. And it's the Europeans who give them that book. So how come now, when the farmer slaves start to read it and realize about this thing can't work out, so you hear say, boy, right now, the farmer slave is homophobic. Homophobic. That is what them call it. Terrible. Leave you, me, I come watch you and write how them call a place, Brandon Hill. Yes, Brandon Hill, car. Smoker come out of my car, man. Come out of my car, and say, what? I say a lady walk come down the road and she said, Mouta, are you a Mouta that? Well, Mouta, me listen to you enough, you know. And she stand up there with me, you know, we pull the radiator screw, boof! The screw, the cover fly up to the air, you know, and drop it, and I don't know wait there, you know. And I tell you, say the lady, and she know who she is, you know, I don't remember her name, you know. The lady go down in the little gully, like, and a search for the cover for the radiator. I mean, they look at the radiator and can't find the cover. I mean, I say, no, what me I go do you now? Because me I go watch it. I mean, I don't know where I go happen now. Me I go call somebody and tell them me now come today. Anyway, you know, so the lady bend down and hit the car and find the radiator top. So I say, meanwhile, now me there I look and I say, why everything, not one coolant left in the radiator. A bike man had come down the road now and him side say me and him stop and say, Mouta, where I go on? I say, why you want? I say, everything dry out look like something a leak on it, so come really see something a leak. The man said, why? Me don't know, cause me don't know where the water there. Don't place the water there up at the spring. The spring, the two circle round from which part me I come from. So me say, well, him say, you have no buckle? Me say, no, me don't have no buckle. You go down at the gully again, just like how the man go down at the gully and draft it, one buckle there. Two buckle him fine, you know, one dirty like what, and the next one. And me say, well, I have to go work with them two buckle, you know. The youth go on them back. You see the woman say, look here, you can't carry the back of them, you know. Me I go with you on the back of the bike, you know, and the woman ride with the man go with the two buckle them. And so you see me stand up there, about 15 minutes after me see the two of them come back. With a total different buckle from where them left there with. So I say, where you get the back there from? Them say, boy, you want to see a bridge up there, so him have some water in the back and him say, no water in there at the spring dry up. And him say, him tell the youth, say, boy, you want to see Mouta down there, so him car broke down and want some water in the youth, them the brother, the buckler, water, you know. When they don't go use in our house, him give the youth, the brother, him give the brother the buckler water when him hear some Mouta down there, so. And them drive, come down back now. Them ride, come down back. And me throw the water in the car, him say, alright, here you know, when you pass back, give out the youth the buckle. That time I don't know which youth this know, you know. Me have to just hope, say, the youth up on the side of the road when me I drive go back. Anyway, the brother ride off and the woman say, you want to see me go down that way there, you know. So give me a lift. So the woman jump on back on the back of the bike and go on the bridge, you know. Me throw the water in the car and turn back now for go back on my yard. Yes, when me I drive go around the road, me pass some people, you know, but me not check some them people there. Me, a brother say, where my buckle there? I say, what? So me reverse now in that little start road there, so I say, brethren, your buckle? Him say, yeah man, I'm my buckle man. I say, give thanks to them, I'm gone. But you know, me want to big up the brother with the buckle of water, you know, who take him water, where no more water in the spring. When me don't take him water for go in my house. For maybe I'll be the man, woman, I'll cook with. and give me the water, give the brother the water for give me for throwing at the car. I want you look the lady who stopped there and find the radiator car for me. I want you look the brother who stop on him bike and go down at the goalie for the two back them. May I tell you, a really serious thing. Yeah man, a really serious thing. Me give thanks. I'm gonna play that tune for them, you know. The 3 people them. 3 more help me along the way. Well, the 3 ones, but you know, so the saga for the car never did done. Yeah, because so me car go up now. I'm car full of water and reach a my yard and put on. I say no, how me gonna reach a watch here now? So call a brethren. My daughter call a brethren. Kanje, we want you up Kanje, you know. Yeah, we want you Kanje leverage. You know, it's a brethren way. Seem to be helping me out all the while to reach a watch anyway. Because Kanje, you know, I say Kanje, why? At 8 o'clock, you know. I mean, 7:30, you know, and we reach a watch. So, meanwhile, I did talk to him now, I say, but wait. I remember a bridging where near Raja from Miami, him about the place, you know. He said, I call the bridging, I said, bridging, where you there? Him saying they are Stone Hill. I say, yeah, they are Stone Hill, bridging. You know, say, watch him, you want to go. Him say, Him say, all right. Make him talk to me a little more. All right, you see, when me go to BAM now and call Kanje and say, Kanje, how far you reach? Because tell me what, tell Kanje if it don't come again, you know, because this bridge, you know, where they are Stone Hill, he might go at Tower Isle long less, so he wouldn't have to come back. So I say, boy, I mean, no, me have a choice of 2 people, you know, so I call Kanje. We see by the time we say, Kanje, where you there? He say, boy, you want to see me come up your road, you know. So we say, Kanje, look here. You have a choice, you know, it's either you turn back and go home from now, or you can come and watch with me, and you have to go stay till in the Thursday. Kanje say, he must stay. So me just call back Raja and say, Raja, watch out. It's all right. So the thing work out. It work out. I say, give thanks. So I have 5 people that they know. Me I give thanks to. 5 people.
Hello, Muta. It's Cecile Wright from the UK.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was talking to you earlier the week. How you doing?
Yes, not too bad at all. I'm still in Jamaica. I'm here at Arokabessa.
Oh, you're there, right?
I'm at Arokabessa, courtesy to my good UK residents. And can I say a big thank you to Mrs. Ruby Powell and Mr. Steve Powell, who have marvellously looked after me. Okay. And I'm due to fly back to the UK tomorrow.
Oh, you're leaving tomorrow? Okay.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Okay, so what were you here for?
Well, I came for the diaspora conference that was held between the 13th and the 18th of June at the Montego Bay Convention Centre.
Yes.
Yes, it was the 60th biannual conference of the Jamaican diaspora. The diaspora formally started as a formal organisation gathering conference in 2004. So we have biannual meetings together, and when we don't meet in Jamaica, we meet in the respective parts of the diaspora, such as the UK, US, Canada, and so on and so forth.
So what was the discussion about there this time?
Okay, well, I don't know how much your listeners know about the diaspora conference and the whole diaspora project. I mean, the idea is, Muta, is that, as you may be aware, there are as many people of Jamaican descent living outside Jamaica as there is living in Jamaica. I think there's something like 3 million of us living outside of Jamaica who have Jamaican descent, living mainly in the UK, US, and in Canada. And basically, I think the whole focus is to capture, cultivate, utilise that resource that's external to Jamaica to assist Jamaica in its development, its growth, etc., as well as Jamaica itself assisting us out of Jamaica in terms of how we are able to tackle issues in our respective countries. So in terms of what the focus was about, well, the focus, as 2 years ago, had a very, very strong corporate theme to it. Clearly, focus on sustainability, economic growth, as well as tackling some of the pressing social agenda relating to health, education, and social services more generally.
Yeah, so what was it about this year?
Well, this year, the theme was about sustainability, really.
Again.
Sustainability in terms of growth and also looking at issues of prosperity. So how the diaspora as a movement, as a project, can assist Jamaica in terms of its sustainability and its economic growth and prosperity. That was the actual theme of the conference.
So how are Jamaicans on a wider scale, black people faring in London now in relationship to the racism that is still taking place and the disparity between what we call the black people and the so-called English people? Them, how is that? What is happening in relationship to that?
In terms of in terms of our progress, prosperity within the UK, let's not just talk about London, because you shouldn't forget that not every Jamaican descendant live in London, you know. I don't live in London.
Birmingham. How will live in Birmingham?
Birmingham, Manchester, Bristol, the Midlands, in Nottingham, where I work, Derby, where I live. So you don't ever just talk about London. We're all over the place, okay? How are we faring? Well, as you know, Muta, there is a worldwide recession. And each country are implementing within Europe to different degrees what are considered to be austerity measures. Well, you know about the crisis in Greece, the economic crisis in Greece. Well, in the UK, we are also in a situation of recession and austerity, and that has been the case since 2008. And clearly it affects everybody. But I have to say, it's affecting those black people, and particularly those of Jamaican descent, even greater. So we have this situation, Muta, whereby after years and years of struggle, our young people are coming out of higher education, universities, disproportionately percentage of them are coming out as graduates and also postgraduates. However, they are struggling to enter the labour market. So unemployment amongst young black people in the UK, between 50 and 70% of young black people between the age of 16 and 25 in the UK are unemployed. That's one end. And then the other end, you have those over 45 who would have worked in the public sector. And because the public sector in the UK is shrinking, it would appear that when there are redundancies, the shrinking of this sector, it seems to be impacting on us more so than any other group, and particularly black women. So we have this demographic situation, critical situation of our young people, highly skilled, highly educated, not being able to enter the labour market. And then you have the other end, those who are highly experienced, who are leaving the labour market and cannot get alternative employment unless they set up their own businesses, so to speak.
But given what you say now, the majority, there's 40% of the young people in Jamaica want to leave Jamaica and go to either England, Canada, or America. What would you say to them? Because the other man's grass always look greener. So what would you say to them?
Well, I can't comment about the US and I cannot comment about Canada. But what I would say about those wanting to come to the UK, I would say if you're highly skilled and able, stay in Jamaica and use your talent and your expertise and your skills here. Use it to develop Jamaica. Stay here and focus on prosperity and growth within Jamaica. Keep the talent here, because basically if you're coming to the UK, because ultimately if the UK, I mean, I don't think it's easy to get into the UK anyway. what is happening in terms of migration pattern is that there is a preference for migrants coming from places like Poland, from the EU, and that is at the expense of those coming from the Commonwealth. So it's not easy to get into the UK anyway.
You mean there's actually a preference for Polish people than Caribbean people right now at this moment in England?
I think there's statistics to suggest that employers are likely to, if they are targeting or wanting to encourage overseas migrants to come in the UK, that they are likely to target countries that are part of the EU.
Okay, but given that the diaspora has always been a contributor to the development of England, per se. Why is that shift? Why is that shift now?
Well, there's all sorts of explanation. There's political, there's economic. The political one is very much an interesting one, because that very same question has been asked. Given the major contribution that Jamaica, in particular, if you look at it historically through slavery, colonial and then post-colonial, the contribution that it's made to England, not only in terms of its economic base, but also in terms of its cultural institutions. I mean, many of our top universities in the UK, as you know, were built off the proceeds of slavery, etc., etc. Yet something has happened in terms of migration policy, whereby there is very little acknowledgement of the contribution that Jamaica has made, and I would say still continue to make. So the preference is to focus on European markets, European structures, focused in Europe at the expense of the countries such as Jamaica that has made a major contribution to the development of the UK.
Okay. Well, we're glad to know that there's a group of concerned diasporic people who is still, raising them fists for more equity.
Yes, and there's also the reparation agenda that has come to the fore in the UK. Some of us, in light of what I've just said to you, acknowledging the major contribution that Jamaica, perhaps not so willingly through slavery, has made to the economic base development of the UK, we are wanting our government to look at basically addressing the impact that those years of subjugation is having and still having on the development, Jamaica's development, and to look at whether they can repay that situation, whether monetary or in kind.
Yes. Well, I hope next time when you come to Jamaica, I'll be able to meet you. Or maybe when I come to England, I'll meet you.
Indeed. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on the program.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Give thanks for calling us. Give thanks.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stephen Razor, the art of war. We kind of depend this tongue speak with our people. Last week we did there Maroon Town, there Charlestown, which is Maroon Town still, but we did there Charlestown celebrate with the Maroon them. Mr. Lums then for invite we up there. But we buck up some new friend. Well, I'm a new friend because them did friend. Me never know them, but them did know me. And Ratty, we want you. The Virgin have some warp ticket about Maroon, about when Maroon is who Maroon is, And the man catch me in one conversation. They were, trust me, man, we have to drink water every minute because I don't know how these Maroon people, why Maroons feel say, them is totally different from the rest of the population to the point where all reparation, they used to tell me say reparation and the Maroon them should get and the Maroon them should get the reparation. But me like him wife, I'm girlfriend, whatsoever I want to call her, because she more balanced than him. So I want to hear of Ratty and him lady who sit down beside the stall will be there all the while. I heal them up, She said she not left the program. She tell me everything when me I go do. Everything when me do and everything when me I go do. And so me know she shall listen me. So big up Ratty and him lady from Charlestown. And we still the on tune, I know. We want to play the tune for the ones them, you know. The 5 ones them will help me with the car. And now we're going to add the Ratty and them lady to the same thing. You understand? Okay, here we go. From the U.S. Department of State website, Jamaica 214 human rights report. You know, so that human rights report and said nothing where we not really attack about and where we know we are going in Jamaica. Jamaica is a constitutional parliamentary democracy. The People's National Party, led by Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, controlled 42 of the 63 seats in the House of Representatives. International election observers deemed the 2011 elections transparent, free, fair, and without violence. Authorities failed at times to maintain effective control over the security forces. The most serious human rights issues were alleged unlawful security force killings, cases involving the violation of rights that were not resolved in a timely way, and poor prison and jail conditions, including abuse of detainees and prisoners and severe overcrowding. Other human rights issues include an overburdened, under-resourced, and inefficient judicial system, and frequent lengthy delays in trials, violence against and sexual abuse of children, violence and discrimination against women, trafficking in persons, and violence against persons based on their suspected sexual orientation or gender identity. The government increased its effort to investigate and punish members of the security forces who committed abuses. A lack of willing witnesses, however, continued to plague the justice system, and trials languished, resulting in a perception of impunity. And it goes on and on. It's a long article about what we know and what the police force have been doing over the years, especially recently. I could go back to it. EL. I'm gone. All right. And the tune on anyway. But, you know, say, all these things have been brought forward to the government many, many times, and it appears that nothing has been done. I mean, look how much case they on the books, you know, we don't resolve yet. I mean, we can't call, since the program has started about 3 years now. We still can't call the cases them what was there 3 years ago and recognize that those cases is still not resolved. So how that go? How that go? Yes. Yeah.
Greetings, Iron.
Yeah, blessed man.
Blessed. A few matters. Let me keep on the economics. That's the idea upon it. From Iowa.
Hey, you know, so the bridge with the music let me just play. I think where you come from, you know.
Oh, really?
That's corrected. That's corrected.
Oh, okay. I think
I think I see my island where you come from.
They disperse us all over the place, you know. But we the one continental people like Congo.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Give thanks for the decision for the little tweet forward from the diaspora gathering, you know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let me step on the economics. I want to share something. June 9, the Gleaner, I got a section of the Gleaner that said this day in our past. Very brief. It said 1979, a loan of £5 million, the equivalent of approximately 18 million Jamaicans, is made to Jamaica by Britain. This is 1979, 17 years after independence. Is made to Jamaica by Britain as a contribution to a financial package for this country being organized by the International Monetary Fund. An announcement from London says that the British loan is channeled through the Overseas Development Department of the British government and is intended to enable Jamaica to import British goods and material. You know, say, the other day me hear the brethren, they step out and make a sound to the eye concerning the IMF. The IMF was really formed to rebuild Europe after the war, you know.
Yeah.
That organization have no intention, have no good intention for this race for our race, you know. None at all.
Yeah, anybody will go borrow the money from them as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact. Anybody who borrow the money, even their own kind. You see what they're doing in Greece right now?
Yeah, that's what I about.
Yes. This thing here. Let me move on. Let me move on quickly. You know, say the other matter we want to touch upon is we want to repeat something that Marcus Messiah Garvey said. You know, he said, if I were of another age, I probably would not see the need of the UNIA. I am a child of the 20th century, and I do things that are right, that are done within the period of which I was born. When the history of my suffering is complete, then future generations of black people will have in their hands the guide by which they shall know the sins of the 20th century. Marcus Garvey said them things. I want to give you a memo, you know, concerning something we have to share out of the Maccabees, you know, concerning the 7 sons and the mother, you know.
Yeah.
Who gave up their lives before they can taste swine meat. Let me try, take a note of it, Ayakonga, let me share it one day, yeah?
All right.
Blessed love.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man, give thanks. Yes, the Marcus Garvey quote, there's a very important quote. And when we look at where we are going in Jamaica right now, and we are going amongst black people, I mean, black people, we don't know, why? Watch your man. Let me tell you something, man. Some people don't like you when we talk, you know. Last week, a man said me is the incarnation of Satan himself. No, you know, we're going to tell you something now. Imagine some black people sit down in the oldest black church in America, sit down and have a prayer meeting in a church, and a white youth they come sit down with them for 1 hour. 1 hour. The youth in there sit down, and after that 1 hour, the youth take a gun and line them up and shoot 9 of them, murder 9 of them, and left one to tell the tale. And the black people them, all you can hear them talk about is, Lord, forgive this white youth because he know not what he did, and I hope him find salvation. Where we come from? Where we come from, Rasa? A man shoot 9 people in our church where him supposed, watch a man. From him coming there now, I'm supposed to ask him a question, you know, but here with black people now, them in a church, and them a pray, so God will take care of everything. That is the thinking where a whole heap of black people have, you know. It's a church, 9 black people in there, and them a pray to them, Lord, God will take care of everything. So when this white youth come in, and maybe them did all glad to see all a white man come in there too, you know. Because so we stay, you know. Them glad to see a white man come sit down there, especially like a youth, when I say, yes, see it, you know. Him soul shall be healed, man. And the white youth say, hey, the youth take up a gun and kill 9 black people in our whole church. In our church. Where the God there, where them a pray to? Where is the Lord where them a pray to in the church? And what is it that is telling black people say? This man who killed 9 black people now, you must turn and tell him say that him soul, he must heal him soul. Him done commit a crime already. Which soul you want to heal? What soul you want to heal? So you tell me say now say, if him didn't know accept the Lord, he will be forgiven of the 9 people when dead, when killed. But here's the problem with that now. The 9, the church, where's one of the oldest black church in America? This week, a black church where the Ku Klux Klan did burn down several years ago, and then build it back. It burned down again, and them say it's a lightning lick the church. Black people in a serious problem. Because if you know in a church and I pray to the Almighty God, And a white man come in there and kill off the whole heap of black people them. And now we hear say God lick a church with a lightning. Something wrong, we don't know. Crack on us say something wrong, we don't know, Rasta. God, which part God denied? God supposed to sit down and watch this thing unfold itself. That you sit down in a church with a prayer to the Lord, and a white man come in there and kill 9 people, and you there and watch for the soul of the 9. You watch the soul of the one white man. And then this week now, God strike a lightning, boom, and mash up the church where the Ku Klux Klan didn't mash up almost years ago. What the hell is going on? And then black people come, and then you have some little preacher guy talk about 80, and all them are work voodoo in 80. That is why them are coming. So that's why them thing they happen to them. And everybody deal with voodoo in 80. It's not everybody. So what you try to tell me to know? If an earthquake lick your saw, I swear, if an earthquake lick your saw, I'm going to say the gay people them cause it, you know. You say, yeah man, you say a true gay, a whole heap of gay there Jamaica. So what you tell me to know? God are going to lick down and kill thousands of people because a couple gay guy around the corner there, so God are going to lick down the man and say, yeah man, you see a gunshot, a true hard grow wax in coal now. You tell me say God are going to strike down Jamaica and kill all of the innocent people them who don't have no gun because of a few gunmen them who don't read Bible. The Bible say God going to a city, there's a city, you know. And them say, God say, if you find 20 people in there, we're righteous, I won't destroy the city. And when the man go there, him say, but I can't find 20, you know. And him say, all right, find 10. And him say, well, I don't remember the name of the number them, but and when the man go there, him say, but I can't find 20, you know. And him say, all right, find 10. And him say, well, I don't remember the name of the number them, but God keep carrying down the number them. Till him say him can't find none. And God say, all right, look here, take your family and left, I'm going to bomb up the whole place. And him destroy the whole city. You are telling me, say, the same God we find, say, if him see 20 people in there, we're righteous. Him now bomb up the place. You tell me, say, the same God not going to tell me now, say, if, say 50,000, say 10,000 people in there to have gone now and I kill people. And if you can't find one righteous person in a Jamaica, him now go bomb up the place. At 2.7 million people in Jamaica. So an earthquake will come now and you tell me, say, no, I true the people them wicked. Why God destroy the place? Crazy.
Domino's Grandi, oh yes, we
Carl. Crack, you get a big, you get a lick. You can't send out the phone call. Yes, EL.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, my general. Honor and respect. All right, I just want to share some information with you.
Yeah, man.
I understand them, you know? The central bank in Jamaica. All right, the role of a central bank still is basically to print money, lend the government money, and so forth. So that's the economy stable and so forth. Every money the government print, it has to pay, the government has to pay interest to the central bank, and every money the government borrow, it has to pay interest to the central bank. But did you know that all the central banks in the world are owned by the Rothschild family,
yes.
Even Jamaica central bank?
Long time.
Okay.
The Rothschild is a banking demigod, banking.
Yeah, me only have a minute. Leave on the caller still, so I guess me call back next time and share some other.
All right, sir. Give thanks, brethren.
Blessed.
Yeah, man, say I'm have a minute. You have to buy a 500 minute phone card for dip on this program. Yeah. But see, the sister just give me this article here. I mean, really and truly, we have to revise this concept of God where we're having our thinking, you know. Because it will put you in some really passive way that when we see evil come to it, and it's like instead of we show more sympathy for the victims, it's like we have a kind of compassion that God don't have for the people them who commit the crime. Because me I read carefully. A man going to Egypt and say, God said to let my people go, and I'm never let the people them go, you know. And you know, God just said, watch out now, when you come out of that place, I know, I'm going to destroy it. And when them cross the water, God destroy all of the people them, all of the one them who follow, and destroy the whole of them. This is the compassionate God. And a man I try to show me now, say, a man going to church and kill 9 people. And the black people, them sit down there and see this white youth come in there and sit down. And them now investigate where him come in there for, what is, where, because them in a church and them a pray to God, them feel say, faith alone will decide the outcome of them situation. And all this youth having him is evil and evil, on top of evil. And them leave we now for to talk about Amazing Grace that save a wretch like me, that was written by a white man again, who feels that after him commit so much wickedness and cruelty upon the slave ship them with our ancestors, him feels him get saved now and him write Amazing Grace. And we have the President of America leading the way for sing about Amazing Grace that save wretch like me. And I know me, that is like when people hear Paul write letter to the Corinthians them and the Romans them, and them start to read letter and go like say, Paul did not talk to them. Paul never talk to me when them a write nothing. As a matter of fact, you should now open the man letter, figure read it and I go like say, you the man attack. And now the black people them sit down at the church and see this white guy come in, and instead of them investigate what is happening here, they make the man sit down there for 1 hour. And know saying that them heart about them feet about something. The Holy Spirit is moving in this white youth now. It's a moving him. So yes, we give thanks because a white man coming there now, you know. And the same white youth kill 9 of them. And when the police them come and arrest the youth say want something to eat and them carry him go on fast. No, Rasta. They can't go to a fast food restaurant to go buy a burger. No, but that's all them together. Can somebody please? Me need saving. Me need some saving. Trust me, me need some saving, Rasta. Because me can't come to grips with that concept there. And now this article where them just show me right now. Why don't you show me this now? Because it make me get even more vexed about the whole thinking. All right. Since a young white man shot 9 black people in the Manuel AME Church on the 17th of June. Listen to this now. Since the 17th of June, at least 6 predominantly African American churches in the South have been set ablaze. Since the 17th of June to the hour, the 2nd of August, July, the 2nd of July. That means it's about, less than 2 weeks. 6 predominantly African American churches in the South have been set ablaze. The fire at Mount Zion brings that tally to at least 7 churches. Mark Keel, Chief of South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, said that investigators would be on the scene first thing Wednesday morning. We do know they apparently had some strong storms, Keel said. Talk to a guy who said they had a lot of lightning down there tonight. I don't know whether that had anything to do with it at all. South Carolina newspaper, The Post and Courier reported that Mount Zion AME was burned to the ground in a Ku Klux Klan attack in 1995. 2 KKK members pleaded guilty to starting the fire, as well as a second at another predominantly black church. They were each sentenced to nearly 2 decades in prison. This is some Ku Klux Klan who burned down a church. And one of the church we get it is a black church where it did get burned down by the Ku Klux Klan. And now it get burned down again after them fix it. And them say is a lightning strike the church. God don't like black people, Rasta. Too much disaster to black people. God don't like black people. He couldn't like black people and go through all of them things. Because I don't understand how is it that you can sit down in our church and pray to the Lord. In our church, and in our yard, and in our old house today, you know. It's not like say you're in a discotheque and you feel say, why the Holy Spirit take care, you go pray and God say, where are doing our old house? Lightning going to lick you inside or so. You're in our church, Rasta. I pray to the Lord. And a white guy coming to come kill the people them. And the people them are fine in them heart. If you talk about forgive him. For him know not what him do. Oh Lord. He have to repent, and I tell the youth they must repent of him. What kind of repentance he could have now? For the 9 people them who him kill. Me not understand them thinking there. You think I mean everyone think about it, but you think me could have in an area for me so now. I mean used to them people here. And a white man coming there, so I mean no question him. And then know him just after 1 hour him sit down there so. Him just start fire shot all over the place and kill a whole lot of people inside there. So and then left me come tell people 2 million for the rhythm say, right, you know why I don't kill you? It's because I want you to tell them what go on here today. And then me come and talk about, boy, forgive him. The parents of the people, them forgive him. Forgive him, oh Lord, because he know not what he did. Sir, may I tell you, yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, me vex.
I know you vex me, I hear you. I know you such cheery last night. I know this man, you come today.
Yeah, because the article, and the things that happen during the course of the week when we not get on the radio.
Lord God, last night it's nice, you know. And full joy last night.
Okay, we're not going to instruct the music and thing.
Yeah, man, correct. No more tell you say before you done the program, you run the gospel there where you say at Europe and I dance, I'll come, I love it, you know.
Oh, King David sit on the heavenly throne. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm going to tell you. No, man, I'm tell you, man, it's when you play that in a dance. It's when you play that in a dance. All arthritis people get up on a dance, you know.
I know. But turn up my radio when you start playing.
No, man, them not. Well, I mean, don't know. And, you know me, I say, a ghetto girl, really ghetto girl, though. We love Vibes Cartel.
I know, me, I hear you last
time. To the core. When she hear all that tune there, you know, she gone at the spirit, you know. And then you switch to all of Michael Bolton and the tune there, Thinking Out Loud, you know.
Thinking Out Loud.
Oh, gosh, man. Oh, man, me I tell you, man. Any man with a near her knows him have her for the night, man. It's a kind, I mean, I know it's a schizophrenic thing. It's a schizophrenic thing with Jamaican woman will come out to music. Believe you me. Schizophrenic thing. But me glad you still are listening.
I can't move to turn up the radio. They better talk to Mota.
Hey, left her. How did that brother there, Rasta?
I'm a good up neighbor, man.
Hey, loud woman, Rasta. She chat talk to me. Loud woman, brethren. Anyway, we can talk to you still and listen still.
Mota, even if I not call you, I listen every Wednesday night or every Thursday afternoon.
All right, mama.
So I'm not for call you if you know, so I listen. I remember my name now.
Yeah.
And I lock off fire in no time in my house.
I remember. Yeah,
so run the gospel level before you come off of the ear, please, and thanks.
All right, mama. Give time. Yes. Yeah, but you know certain things. Me don't know. Me really need somebody to pray for me. Maniki can pray for me. No, pray for me. Tell when you go back to Portland, tell him to pray for me. Because I cannot, this concept where people have, I cannot accept it as a legitimate something for me. Because I don't see how it relates to the group or the community and a whole. Maybe it works for like an individual person, but in terms of the group, the community, if a hurricane come right now in a Jamaica, is the people them who go to church, the poor people them going to feel it more. And the wicked man guy sit down on top of him hill and I drink champagne. Meanwhile, the hurricane a blow off. Him say, boy, we could have a little party meanwhile the hurricane a go because we can't go to work today, you know. We can sit down up here and drink champagne and eat coffee and talk and laugh. And outside that tear down, you see all people house top a blow down, you see all them dog and fly over there, so. And him house broke where gone in a gully and watch it down the road. And when you see on the TV, when you look on the TV, pure poor people are ball. And these people is the people who go to church. How is it that is possible? How is it that is possible? I cannot comprehend. I don't know, Rasta. It's weird. Now, here is it. Since 17th of June, 7 church get burned down, fire burned down 7 black church in America since the guy walk in there and kill the people them. And the last one we hear about now, them say is a lightning lick the church and burn down the church. Why would a lightning want to lick the church after the people them go through all of them things there? What happened? The people them who responsible for lightning can't steer the lightning somewhere, Rasta. Eh? No, they will steer the lightning somewhere. Lick a police car. They just lick a police car. We are going to slaughter some black people down the road. But every time so it happens, no, sir. I lick down the police, lick down the prisons, lick down the prison wall, make the whole heap of black people them in there where is not guilty of anything come out. Because you know America have the most. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? But you know, me think say that go put on the phone, you know.
Oh, Muta, why you think Mr. Universe should put down the phone, Muta?
Me no know, through a whole long.
No, but Muta, remember, no, Mr. Universe phone hooked up straight. I pay my bill. Remember, no, Muta. You know, I've been sponsored, you know, so I can do whatever on the phone.
Okay, sir, all right, sir. You name is a phony.
No, remember, my bill is paid by Mrs. Mullins at Evanar Distributor. You know?
You're a very phony person.
Yes.
All right.
And you know, she responds for my clothes when I'm going out.
You know what phony mean?
No, we don't know what I mean, Muta.
You accept the name.
No, hey, Muta, you know, say you look around bitter, Muta.
I know, you know. I'm going to tell you what's going on in the dictionary, you're going to look for the word phony, and then you come back and tell me if you want to accept that name there.
No, I don't want to accept it until I know what it means.
All right, sir. All right.
But, Muta,
yes, sir.
What you say? God no love black people.
No, I mean, we are going through too much things, Rasta.
We are tribulation.
We are giving art to him. We are giving everything. And we still are suffer so. I mean, earthquake come and we feel it. I mean,
everything away.
Hurricane come and we feel it. Starvation come and we feel it. I mean, but white people come and we feel it. But I don't understand where I go understand.
But all on the Muta, black people praise God more than anybody else, you know.
But that me I tell you, say something wrong and the wrong God we are praying to. Maybe should I get the phone number where you have?
You know, say you can help me. Muta, you know, say you should be a carpenter. Because you don't miss no near head. Muta, you should be a carpenter.
Baby, I am a carpenter, but the problem is the last 2,000 years ago, the last carpenter where I know them to put him on cross and nail him up.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Boy, but Muta, the way you are going, can I ask for a razor pay for you, Muta? Kabu is listening right now. I'm asking for a razor pay for Muta.
Kabu there, man. I don't know if she'll listen, but you there, man.
Kabu, me ask a razor pay for you, Muta.
Why you ask a razor pay for me?
No, because Muta, you put extra emphasis on your program. Okay. And I really like that because you see when people like you, and you see Lady Renee, because like I tell you, Lady Renee, she hit every other FM band on the radio. Lady Renee locked everything.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So if Lady Renee when I get $10 now, if you get $20.
I'm there behind Renee. I'm there behind Renee. PP clock.
Lady Renee, big up. Kabu, please, me after. Get some razor play for Muta and Lady Renee.
Kabu in front of me. Me there behind Renee.
Eh?
Yeah, Kabu in front of me. I'm there behind Renee.
Oh my goodness! But you know, Muta, why she have to be so?
Oh, Kabu or Lady Renee?
Lady Renee, she needs to cool. She too extra, man.
That you love, man, the extra business.
That me love, but me I say sometimes Muta, I want to go do my business, and me can't leave. She just needs to just settle down in the morning hours. He just needs to make me go do my thing and done. Why am I being so?
What kind of thing you go do? What kind of thing you go do?
Energy night.
What kind of thing you go do? What you mean you go do your thing and done?
No, I mean, sir, remember Muta, I said I've got to go my business, you know, this and that, you know, I mean, I've work figure in a Muta. You know, say you do your 9 to 5, you know, you have your chores.
Oh, do 9 to 5. You do 9 to 5, me not do 9 to 5. I am unemployed.
You can't unemploy. And I'm asking for razor pay for you, Muta.
Yeah, but
because Muta, you know,
you can't work without, you can't get paid without get work, man. You know what?
I know, but Muta, let me tell you this. If you get razor pay, me know say me will get a little money now and then because if you have any problem, you can call Muta. And you're a man to your word.
I can't say you love politician, man. You love handout. You love handout, man. You're a politician, man.
No, Muta, but I am a politician.
You're a politician.
Yeah, but Muta, I'm telling you right now, you're telling people them because every day that more want them to come and check me like only on like a Friday because Muta during the week we busy at work.
All right,
and
here we are going now. Here we are going because you know everything we are going for IRF. You look at your clock, you look at your radio.
Muta,
what time it is?
at 4:27 now.
What that
at
mean?
3 minutes before music news.
All right. So, you know, say, we have to look at things and little thing before the music news come on.
All right. Big up myself and big up Ioctane because I'm going to take Reggae Sunfest this year. Mad.
All right.
Remember,
yeah,
big up Ioctane, you know. Ioctane and give me something from Ioctane.
CN. All right. So, we are music. Are you at the music news? Eh? Are you at the music? Why are you busy down here? You get double pay. You announce, you operator, you everything. Eh? I tell you, man. No, you know easy. You do engineering work, you operator, you announcer. Me I tell you, them shot that stuff, don't you? Yes, EL.
Mota.
Yes.
You know, me I tell you the truth, and take it from you. You know, say I mean, they tell you, say I go on with Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for real, man. I mean, I tell you the truth, yeah.
I know, so me not have no suit, yeah. Me not have no suit, yeah.
Me I tell you the truth, yeah, Mota. I first me I call sincere.
Eh?
Yeah, man, that to me say enough things me not hear. And believe me now, I first me I listen.
Where did they prison?
No, man.
Where
you
did
know,
they?
so me did have a phone accident.
A phone accident?
Phone accident, yeah. Phone accident mean me in an era where me's a stranger and some officer come and patrol and carry me, go investigate me. So when the investigation come through, them take my phone, you know. So me did out a phone for a while.
Them know that's something pertaining to police, they lick you, man. Trust me.
From December till May.
Yes, I know you just get back the phone.
Yeah, me just get back a phone. So me I give a yell.
All right,
Muta, you know, say me have the sound name Cutting Razor.
Oh, yes?
I will play it every night and I want Pesa.
So you know, use Major Lazer to do the remix?
No, we not get him as yet.
Yeah, when we start to fret.
I remember say you did tell me say you want to come drop 2 tunes. We have a date for you, you know, for a long time, you know, but we couldn't get the link here, you know. We did out a phone.
Yeah, make date with me?
No, we did make a date for you come drop 2 tunes for the youth, them.
Which part?
We there one place in Mount Pleasant, man, right up at the bar there, sir.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, man. We are invited and we have the youth there, man. Every Friday we have vegetable soup with corn and we ask Irie FM question. Tomorrow we are going to ask some Irie FM question. Last week we asked about Muta.
Okay.
One person win a watch.
Win a watch?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So tomorrow now we are ask some Irie FM question. Same way.
We have to move, yeah, brethren. We have to move, yeah?
All right, me hear the forward.
Yes, all right. So, you know, say, we have a time, I know, I go out, 4:30, I would say, oh gosh, man, my boy there, man. She said, oh, hey, she make the money at Irie, you know. She a engineer, she a read, I mean, she a do program. Me I tell you, believe you me, when I grow up I want to be like she, man. Because if somebody have so much different portfolios, you know, so the car is supposed to be heavy when they the month come, you know. And look how long you there, you know, make them whole heap of things with each other. Somebody has stifle you, man. We have to go lead a delegation, man. We have to go really get a delegation going and block the gate. We have to go block the gate. Believe you me. Talk to the financial people them. And if them no want make we get the razor thing, we block them out too. You ready, sir? Click the button, man.
Yeah.
You blessed?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, you know, Muta?
Yeah, what you do?
Yeah, what you do?
Me there, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to see all the Bible. Me there, I'm read one verse, one scripture.
Yeah, read verse for the program, you know. We're not wait till night to do that.
But night? I know long something. I live verse 20. May I read verse 13.
All right, go on now.
Them say, if a man lie with a male as he lie with a woman, both of them have committed abomination.
Yeah.
They shall be surely put to death, their blood shall be upon them, right?
Yes.
That's it.
So where you read that to me for?
Yeah, because I tell you about the thing where I go on now.
Then everybody don't know that. Then everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
Then I know something I go tell them. I want to hear loud.
All right, mama. All right. You want them.
You want them, alright.
Alright.
Just take care of yourself and remember the CD for me, please.
Alright.
Yeah, bye-bye, love you.
I don't want nothing happen to them. Not that all that happen to them. He says we are going. Yeah, man, I tell you, different vibes.
Hello, Mota.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, man, blessed. January is a joy in my heart, brother. I tell you, forget to you, daddy. I tell you, because a long time I listen to your program, and I tell you, say, yo, it's a joy in my heart to talk to the man, because I see I drive through most time, and I can't get the short motor, yo.
Yeah.
He's a boss, and I say he's a boss. Don't feel no way, because I don't know, boss maybe no good or sometimes good, but yeah, general, he's a star. I can't find the words to explain to you right now. I say I listen to your program all the while, Muta. I say, yo, I call Muta.
So where you call from?
Where
you call from?
I call from St. Ann, but right now I come from Portland, but I work for the highway at St. Ann.
So which part you see me a pass all the while? Tell me where you see me a pass all the while.
Alright, you see how maybe there money, right? Money going to make a new bridge there, so I see how pass.
All the while.
No, all the while. About one time I see a pass, I rush, come get a talk, because the flag man is kind of slow you down in the line.
Yeah.
And you drive off. You see me?
Yeah.
Boy, more time I tell you, say, yo, you're blessed, you know, I tell you, I don't know if I'm going to find nobody else, you know. I tell you, say, I wish you could have stayed forever. Because, boy, you know, people, most people, I just put them talk about the motor, I tell you. And me personally, generally, I have to tell you, say, you have to give you prop. You're seeing up and running, and you can't find the words to explain right now. But I tell you, I'm glad to get to you. I'm listening to you every night when we get the chance and every day.
Right,
I see this thing, you know, what I'm talking about, the man-to-man thing. You hear me? Why I would say for that? True. Yeah, man, we burn out them things. Because right now, it's a twin you have for the way I'm coming a motor.
You have a twin?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
boy, girl, man. I tell you. You know?
I saw you flashy.
Yeah?
I saw you flashy, man.
You are motor, I tell you, say, boy, a blessing, child.
How you take care of them doing now?
That motor work, but then when I work for, you know, I operate machine and anything. Like, we can't get that, we can't like country, we can plant some plant and banana and corn and do some farming. Maybe
you can get a job with the Chinese, them a China, man.
Yeah, China, no, motor, you know what, right now, I'm not left, but no, I'm not left, but no, go work still, but right now, I'm not got China, go work. Yeah, you know what, I'm not left Jamaica, got China, go work.
Alright, sir.
I'm going to use, man, and plant up my herbs and my roots and my food, them, man.
Of course.
Make them can eat, you know, and try to send them a good school and make them good education.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, I tell them, I respect you, I'm listening, you're not a fool, you're sensible, you're very, very, very sensible.
Alright, sir.
I wish I could have found even my next man like you.
Alright, next time when the flag man stop me, tell him, say, if a motor car, old motor there, so that you can run, come call me and talk to me.
I mean, man, I respect you, man. Trust me. And no make nobody tell you nothing here, you are the good for your country.
Alright, sir.
You are the good for the island.
Give thanks, brother. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, respect your motor. I'm not stop listening to your program, and I encourage my friend and everybody to listen to you and give you a shout out to.
Alright.
Yeah, man, respect.
Blessed. Yes, enthusiasm. Okay, we're then near this next thing. I tell you, a whole heap of break in the program. Whole heap of break. Yeah.
Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
Muta.
Yeah, man, I listen to you.
Yes, sir. Much respect, and I second that guy motion there. And I say you and Kabu is journalist of the year for Jamaica, because between both of them is the boldest people them ever sit down behind mic on radio in Jamaica, and that's how I feel.
All right, sir. Give thanks to hear that.
Massive respect. Cool.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Hello.
Highly, blessed man.
Yes, Yes, motor.
Yes, Iowa. No, it says Iowa this.
Yes, sir. I'm not yet as a princess, but the holistic test.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you have on something? Yes,
Avan something. Who Avan? Where my van? Tell me where my van.
You radio Avan. Turn off the radio.
All right, mama.
Yes.
So how you do?
Good enough. How you doing?
You are the lady responsible for Dr. Save if you come here.
Just to care him come and make the Jamaican them people that know say we not have to suffer from AIDS and.
Hello? The car's gone to I want that. Yeah, make it go on. I tell you, say, The next week when me talk about this, and the next week when me pass them, I say, but wait, all the road feels different. So me look, them white mall, the whole thing. Me I say, what? I saw this week, no.
When you come a Georgia, there's a new bridge. You drive and come high gate and see the condition from this to come right through high gate, go on Monial. Then there are taxi road and bus road, and you see the condition high.
But I tell you, say, this week when me pass, I see it paved now. Me say, right, somebody listen to me. Really, somebody. All right. You know, yes, you don't like a part there?
I'm Mutabaruka, I will have to change to them. I back all load and I hear that. I'm 50.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm embarrassed, you know, so the little dirty rasta. The little dirty rasta barefoot attack so loud panic. You know, all right, before you reach, when you pass a Rockabessa, there's a hole in the road. But no, they make a little part where you turn, so if you come back on the main road, you don't know it. You don't remember it. There's a big hole in the road and they block out the main road, man, because a deep hole in the road. Yeah. Yeah, when you go Port Maria, man, you pass a record base and go Port Maria. Yeah, well, and there's another part we go round now. But the other part where go round is terrible, you know. It is terrible. Yeah, so me talk on the radio say, what kind of thing that?
Yes, man, we see it PFC.
And them, them PF it now, PF it, I mean, them not intend to fix the road again, you know.
Casa Maria.
Yeah, them not go fix the good one again, you know. Them not fix God, them sit there. Muta make
when you come and man, come to I drive to I get go to it, and you see the condition on the road, me tell about.
All right, so wait a minute, the road man, you know.
Yes, sire.
All right, you know, we have to go. We have to go because the cash price come up here. All right, for all those who are waiting for
children.
Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4 and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Tune in later at 8:25 for another chance to win in top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, lucky 5 and cash pot draws. This is IRFM and this is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. From the start, play on West Street, you know, left way at all. Anybody who know the whereabouts of Babette, you know, call me before the program done and tell me. Because me I know where me really want to find out which part Babette there. She visit Forever Young every Sunday. It's a long while now we don't see her. So me ask anybody who know Babette, little sister there, I'm a friend. If I could have really know which part she there, I'm really concerned, yes. Hello, yes, step in.
Good evening, Mr. Mota.
Blessed.
Present evening to you. First time talking to you from Trelawney.
Okay, all right, give thanks.
Yes, I was calling for you. When I was there, what I look at my woman of God, we have faith.
Come again?
So what I'm a lady of God. I have a lot of faith. You know how long I'm waiting on you.
All right. You wait for me for what? Convert me or what? Tell me.
No, you was asking a question about the black people in the church.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was calling to tell her that a lot of people, they go to church, you know. But the Bible tell you about them, say God is going to come here and pick the church out of the church. And 10 of us, a child of God, make it to heaven. We have to say thank God. You understand?
Yeah, but one to the 9 where the white brother shoot.
The 9 brothers, it puzzled me too, so they're into a church.
And then the week after now, 7 more black church get burned down.
Okay.
Well, you laugh, you know, so you laugh. Now you are Christian and you are laugh. So you can't
you know why I'm laughing? Because of this Sunday, we was at our church, and the pastor was preaching about it. Our pastor was preaching about it and said they give Zion people the blame, so it's not the real church. We are revival and we are fuck and we are this and that, but the fruit of God. You have to walk right, talk right. Many of us, you know, we're not living the Christianity life, you know, so every time the judgment come, and we attack.
So you talk about now, like for instance, now when a flood lick Jamaica and appear people who go to church, is because them not righteous?
Some of them are not clean because they don't have love in their heart motor. Or can't you mixed with evil things.
So one to the wicked people them will live up on top of the hill now when them just when hurricane are coming just long at them house and keep party till the breeze blow off. One to them people there. Them
I started the breeze, God. That's a God slow but him sure.
Yeah, but all the while so him sure so I'm not sure to the right thing. Him not sure enough, man. Him want more sure.
Me not got some God hate black people.
No, we're there. Him want to be like the God way in the Old Testament. We just wipe out the whole people there because them are run down in people them. Him just take water and cover the whole of them and drown out the whole of them. And make the country and them thing they read. And that kind of God that they want, don't get so now.
And that I was just going to tell us that people now work off of the Old Testament again, you know. And then they go off of the New Testament, which is if they follow the commandment, them in the Old Testament.
But the commandment, them not null and void. The 10 commandments are null and void, even though them in the Old Testament. You don't follow them. You don't follow them still.
Well.
Oh, I mean, well. Me ask you, no well, no there. Me ask you, well, dry up, you know, you know, drought upon the land, you know.
Well, I dry, but it's fruit.
Yeah, but me ask you if you don't follow the 10 commandments.
If you don't follow the 10 commandments?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you, because if I tell you, I'm lying.
No, what me I say, you know, accept the 10 commandments. Remember saying, you know, follow, accept the 10 commandments.
If me not accept it,
yeah.
The principle of God.
The 10 commandments, me talk if it's either you accept it or you don't accept it.
Of course, I accept it.
Then it's not the Old Testament.
Of course.
Then no, you said the Old Testament or the Old Testament. Therefore, it's all like you said.
No, I said a lot of people not following the Old Testament.
Okay, well, you are following though. You are following the Old Testament though.
Yeah, because I believe in that. Just like how they tell us, say, if your husband die and you're divorced.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to marry until your husband dead.
But you know, say,
not working after that.
You know, say, if a picnic don't obey them picnic, them mother, they must be stoned to death too, in the Old Testament.
Yes.
So you want, if you're a picnic.
In Bible study.
So, man, I say, no, if you're a picnic not obey you know, you feel say, if them should have carry him out the road and stone him to death.
No, so me punish him.
No, listen to me, I say. The Old Testament say, if the child don't accept the schooling of the parents, them should carry the youth and stone him to death. You want somebody carry your picnic and go stone him to death?
No, me not gonna know that.
You're not gonna agree with that?
See how me benefit. Me not gonna have the art.
Okay, but somebody have the art for you though. Anyway, we have to move, yeah. We have to move.
Alright, nice talking to you.
Of course, give thanks to call me, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Alright, pray for me when you go to church. I need some prayers, man. Alright? Okay. Where we are today now, Shane? Okay. Next call. Yes, Ian.
Yes,
yes. Blessed man.
Blessed. What go on, man?
Stepping razor.
Yeah, I tell you. Why I want to say you need to take over a road contract still. I tell you the truth, because a piece of road there coming from Port Maria there. I had to rock up this a while, I tell you, they look like they want to fix it.
But them fix the other part, you know, so it's
yes,
a true.
Man, them fix it, man.
But it's a true them pay the part, you know, so them now fix the real part.
You know.
Because we don't tell them, say them to do something with it. And them do something with it now, but them leave the main part, you know, me don't know, you have to wait till the election come, right? Wait till the election.
Why would have the things that when you call it up full of the part, the fix. Why would I want your car in again, them to say, need the fix.
Well, you'll be answering now. Near to the election, it'll go fix. Trust me. When it's near to the election, you don't have to call nobody to fix it. It'll go fix. Yeah. So don't worry yourself.
Yeah, boy, I do for water. Boy, I big up the whole of Pews, the whole of Pews barber, from Pringle to Funky to Clevey.
The man, their barber. The man, their barber. Barber, man. Who are you up all the barber man them who cut off the locks them off and the man them who tell them a rat and them a rat. But you know, you hear me say, you never listen to me say. You never hear me say it all. You never hear me say it all. Me say, me want you up all the barber them who trim all of the man them who locks and them are no rasta. Because balling around things, you know, balling around things, you know, to say balling around things.
Yeah, balling around things.
You have one little brother in the house where Damian Crawford. Him say man a rasta still, you know, but
no, but him Richard, man.
No, but for what? Portia, when him did win, Portia did say, are the only Rasta in the parliament, and the youth come out and say, but me and no Rasta, which I say. But you be
that's why I say we trim.
Why must trim? Why must
I
trim?
come out and say, man, a Rasta.
Well, you see, your friend them now, where you send greetings to your Baba friend them.
Yeah.
So just say them be in barber. Cause it look like him shave up and nice up too. Because you have a whole man now. Him locks look well. No, you have some man now, you ever see him lock them, all of the locks them even. Me I say weird, me never know say locks good or even Stephen that way there. And then all I need them shave up and them look like Hitler. Some of them have a little thing also like Hitler. Me I say okay, I this a Rasta gone, but I don't know nothing. Me prefer see them locks still.
So straight, man.
No, me prefer see them locks than how me see them used to do them here. Cream it and perm it. It come like the girl them with the denim panty them. You know, see them are wear what them call it? What them call the cloth where we make the pants them? Denim cloth. Yeah, you never see some denim panty I wear now and clips your shorts.
Yeah.
With printer in the front.
Yeah, all of that one.
Yeah, man. I just say where the hell them pants come from? I pose a shot. It's panty the girl them I wear on the road. That is not no shorts. When them a walk, it itch up between them leg. I mean, I tell you, say it's a worries. It worries when it itch up between the leg, you know, because them a hold out them foot on a dry and it can't go down. And then, you know, so the printer in the front. And the part, that's nice, you know, the printer part. Where you tell me what? We have to go do a bridge. We have to go here. Yeah, we are heal up all the daughter them who have them denim panty. And no, we are nothing over them denim panty. Just like how the man them have on them brief and I show it because them a draw down them pants. The man them draw down them pants and the woman them a push up them dress. What a terrible thing we live in now. And them have printer in the front. Oh, those printers. Believe you me, man. Those printers, man. I mean, it make the fax machine look like some dinosaur did I use fax machine.
The Transport Authority advises that play
a tune from a little friend them. Yeah, the same one them with the denim panty them with the printer in the front. We're gonna pay that tune for them. Yeah. I want to give thanks to all the people them who stay and listen to it last night and now listen to it today again. You know, so we're going down here Sunday. Yeah, we're going down here Sunday. Dr. say we are coming at the park in the heart of Uchirios, so. Yes, wonderful occasion. So we will be there on Sunday. It starts from 10 o'clock in the morning, you understand? I will go there too as a performer, Yaso Safari, and we are going to play music all day. Okay. So we give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to the energy, give thanks to Monique who have a whole heap of roles I play, but she stay with us as the engineer and as the producer and as I don't know Rasta, I have nothing she is as here. Believe you me. We give thanks and we are continuing the journey. You know, say anytime we reach that time of day, we always have to go in our bag and draft a certain music. And this is the right time to draw it now. So I tell you the truth, you not use it, you call again, you know. Nobody call no more, you know, because if I call you, I can cut you off. You understand? Because as you call, so advertisement will come. And as your advertisement will come, the show will go down. So I use it, you call right now. Believe you me. So we're going to just go on through and play the music then. We want to find out about Babette. We not come and fight. We want somebody call me and tell me about Babette, you know, Rasta. I am very concerned.